358 modifieds at Lima. All right, what are we gonna do today? We got a little time to get acquainted with the 358s at Lima Land. Let's give them a try. Start off the night. I'm sure it's gonna be busy racing because that track is tight. tight, 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 tight racing. Sorry, guys, I caught a cold. Not a whole lot I can do about it, other than sit here and sniffle and blow my nose every 20 minutes. Doo doo doo. Garage, chassis. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The hell? Thought this was tight. Evidently it wasn't. I'm gonna tell everybody watching right now, if you intend on buying a wheel and you intend on just like clamping it to your table, which a lot of them will allow you to do, make sure that whatever desk you have doesn't have a bezel, so it doesn't have that chamfer or that neat detail on the edge of it, because that'll screw up how this thing clamps to your table all day. And then you'll have situations where your steering wheel wants to come right off of your desk. There's been times where I've put like channel locks onto these screws here just to tighten them up, because they're just like thumb screws. You're just supposed to tighten them with your hand.
Car 32, just set the fastest lap, 12.911. Car inside, clear inside.
Ooh.
You've got wheel damage.
Bet.
Car
Bet
20,
I do.
just set the fastest lap, 12.
I also got a lot of... Also got a really stiff steering wheel, and I can't have that. This might be a G-hub problem. Something that's very important. It's very possible that you might have to... There we go, that's better. You might have to open up G-hub and make some changes in here. Sometimes it doesn't always listen or pay attention. Sometimes your wheel straight up won't even work until you open up G-hub and it gets everything connected and lets everything know inside your computer what's going on.
Car 12, just set the fastest lap, 12.384. Low car up high, car stopped up high, go low. New fast flat for you.
Gotta really initiate that turn early at this track.
New fast flat for you. Go low. Slow car down low, car stop down low. Slow car down low, new fast flat for you. Slow car ahead, inside, car stop ahead, clear. Car inside, clear.
Tough to run the top too, being so tight quarters in here. You run the top, you really run the risk of hitting that concrete. But I guess it's time for us to join the race session. If we don't now, we probably won't ever get there. What's going on, E? Thanks for joining us. You're a top viewer already. Let's hear it for E. I don't know what you did. You probably just liked my video. It doesn't take a whole lot, but let me tell you, man, it's appreciated.
Slow car down low, car stop down low. Car 4, just set the fastest lap, 13.126. just set your fastest lap of the session.
God, it's tough to get off the walls of this place. Jimmy Poldre 403. What's going on?
Clear up top, car outside, clear outside if you want it. Clear. Outside. Outside, clear. Outside. Clear outside. You've got wheel damage. Slow car down low, car stop down low, car outside.
Yeah, this is going to be a difficult race because it's super tight around here. People are going to be wrecking left and right, I'm sure of it.
Car outside, clear outside if you want it. Slow car down low. Go low, outside.
Just like that.
Keep low.
That's all it takes.
Clear
Somebody
high.
spin out right in front of you.
Up high. Practice is over, head on in.
Somebody come up on you a little too hot and heavy, and that's it. It's alarming how quickly you can rack up incidence points in this game. And I'm not even very fast, but like I'm still not very far off the leaders either. It's difficult too because it makes it difficult to get any good practice in because you're working with such a mixed bag of people and driving
Green
skill
flag, green flag. Okay.
that you might be racing against people that are just going to bang into you the whole time. So it makes it difficult to get good practice in to figure out what the limits of your car really are.
One more lap.
Or even more so what the limits of the track are at the present moment. Like I have no idea going into this time trial set how hard I can push these corners being in the condition that they're in. Because I was so busy dodging other cars, So I'm going to use this time with the empty track during my qualifying period to try to get a good feel for the track. Which is also very limited. I only really get a couple laps in, So hopefully we got enough information to go off of to try to make this feature, reasonable.
You'll be lining up on the inside. Pit road is closed right now.
Gonna pray to God.
The estimated SOF is 900.
Yeah, see, so I started deep. I'm gonna pray to God that it's enough to
Let's go points racing.
get me through. I'm also gonna
Waiting
pray
on the
that
final cast grid.
people don't run right into me just trying to get through, trying to get to the front. You can't win the race in one lap, but man, it sure feels like people try. What's going on, Ash, Stephanie Briggs, KC Blitz? Drop me some likes, drop me some follows if you can, please. It's good to have you guys here. Waiting on people. Waiting.
Everyone's gridded.
Oh, everybody's gridded now? We ready to do this thing now? Stay behind the 2 car, they say. Will do.
One to go, next time by. Get ready, going green. Post car is off, time to do your job. Green flag, green flag. Outside, go low, clear all around. Slow car down low.
I gotta say, I'm wearing shoes right now, and I'm not used to my feet sticking to the pedals this much. So it's kind of messing me up.
Go high, go high. Car inside, clear.
Shit.
Car inside.
Shit.
Top 3 wide. You've got wheel damage.
I bet, but it's gonna take you forever to fix it, so I better just race it out.
Slow car ahead. Go low. The leader is coming up on you. They're not at line. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 13.123. The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 13.12. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car inside clear. That was your fastest lap of the session. Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Slow car up high. Car stopped up high. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped up high. Go low. Car stopped up high. Car stopped up high. Go low. The leader is running. 13.579.
It's important to learn how to cut the corners nice and low on the exit. You never know when somebody's gonna wreck right coming out of the corner, and you gotta try to duck underneath them. And Lima Land is particularly notorious for people clipping those tires down low. And then once you clip them, it's like, it's kind of over, you know. Sometimes it can really screw you up, spin you around, get you all kinds of out of sort, you know. Ooh, shit. Really fucked the pooch on that one. And then this guy, adamant on getting underneath me.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game. The leader just did a 13.57. Slow car down low, go high. Go this time by. The leader just did a 13.396.
See how much just hitting one of them little tires can upset your car? And then you gotta try your best to try to keep some speed and correct the car at the same time, you know? And that can be a real challenge. Especially when the track is slick like this.
Five laps to go. Stay sharp. Slow car ahead. Slow car ahead. You've got 2 laps to go. Low car up high. Go low. White flag, stay smooth. Car stopped up high, car stopped up high, car stopped up high, car stopped up high. Go low, go low, go low. Car stopped down low. Car stopped down low. Checkered flag, checkered flag. Good job, very good job.
Finished in 6th, that ain't so bad. It's probably where I'm expected to be, honestly, with this field. So, I'm happy with it. We can take a look at the entries. And I thought they would show... No, maybe not. They'll tell you the division, which doesn't really tell you a whole lot about them, but... But, I mean, you know, we only have 6 incident points, which is, you know, not bad, considering some people got disqualified for reaching 12, and some people came really close to reaching 12. So, not bad overall. Crap. Dirt track at Charlotte, limited late models. I don't know. See what's over in the hosted stuff. See if there's anything in there that makes any sense. 360 sprints at Lincoln. Can't do that anyway because I don't own Lincoln. Mini stocks at Limaland. That probably would have been okay. Honestly, that probably would be an all right race. Only one other person in there at the moment. Of course, there's 21 minutes before they get things kicked off over there. So I don't know. Limited late models at Lanier. I mean, that'd be some tight quarters racing too. Lanier is a pretty small track. Big blocks. Now, why would they call it big blocks when they're 358 modifieds? Don't they know that those are small blocks? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I don't have Eldora Speedway, so I'm not racing there anyhow. Everything else down here is closed, so I can't really participate in that. Mini stocks don't seem like a bad plan. And I don't know. My options are really 410 sprints at USA International Speedway, which is just a lot. Or mini stocks at Limaland, which would be tight quarters. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what the entries look like. I don't know. And I'm interested in racing Limaland. Limaland's a good fun track to race anything on. The other good fun track to race stuff on, and I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't know if it's still around. But is let me just pull it up. Pick a car that actually could drive on it. 358 modifieds, why not? It's Fairbury. Fairbury is a really fun track to race on. Um, as far as dirt oval stuff goes. And I don't know if they ditched it or if it's in here someplace. No, here it is. Fairbury. Fairbury is a fun track, and I'll tell you why. It's it's a tight track. It's a quarter mile. There's like just enough room, to race on Fairbury. These bigger cars on Fairbury, but I'll tell you what, it can be a lot of fun. So I guess I'll join this dirt late model. And that's mostly because I have something against sprint cars. I just really don't like racing sprint cars. Um, I don't know what it is, but they just feel all backwards to me as far as driving them things. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I probably just need more practice with them. So we'll head over to the dirt track at Charlotte. See what kind of commotion we can get into over there. I gotta blow my nose something terrible. I won't make you guys listen to this either. And I'll tell you what, we're coming into cold and flu season up here in the great state of New York, although it's getting less great all the time. But we're coming in here into cold and flu season, and I'll tell you what, if you catch a cold up here, it goes one of two ways. You either carry that thing for weeks on end, or you get over it in a couple of days. Luckily, this one seems like it's going to be over in a couple of days, but it still hasn't been a fun time in the meantime, you know.
lap of the session.
I would hope so. It was the only lap that I set. Wish I could figure out how to get this sucker to turn. It's like you gotta cut the wheel to get this thing to turn. It's tight, bound up. Once it stops turning, boy, it doesn't want to start turning again. It's like I don't have enough gear or something. I don't know what's going on, but I don't really like it.
Slow car download.
Maybe that tire that I hit was just caught under my car, or screwed up my left front. So, I don't know. Ever since resetting my car, it's like my car is like loose again.
Slow car ahead. Go low. Go low. That was your fastest lap of the session. Slow car download. New fast flat for you.
Gotta be careful not to overcorrect these things, because if you overcorrect them, they'll snap straight. Or they'll try to snap to the right altogether, you know, and stop turning left. Stop turning left and start turning right.
You've got wheel damage.
Oh, do I? From hitting that tire? Really? Can't be that bad, I can't tell. Track is bumpy. Bouncing the damn race car all over the place.
New fast flat for you. Go low.
Is it just me, or is there more and more cones out there in the front stretch every time I come around the track?
Slow car download.
It's like they want us to come in high so that we can dodge all the cones.
stopped up high. Car stopped up high. Car stopped up high. Car stopped up high.
He ain't up that high.
Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear high. You've got wheel damage.
Yeah, that's fine. See what everybody else looks like. Wow. Somehow or another, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna trim 3/10 off my lap times to even be competitive with these guys.
Just set the fastest lap of the session.
It's one thing that's really hard to hear in this game. It might be easy for you folks at home to read it, but it's hard for me to read it while I'm trying to drive this race car. But the guy will come over the radio and he'll say, "You just set the fastest lap of your session." But it's difficult because he'll say, "You just set the fastest lap of the session," but he'll also say, "You just set the fastest lap, your fastest lap of the session." And so it's difficult to hear which one he's saying. And so it's like, oh, okay, so did I set the fastest lap of everybody, or did I just set the fastest lap for myself? And without being able to hear that, man, sometimes it gets tough to know if you're making any progress or not. Yeah, I know, Clova, I suck. You wouldn't be the first person to tell me. Going to my garage, I want to up the steering ratio. I know you're just playing with me, Clova. If it was anybody else, I'd probably ask you to kick him, but knowing that it's you, I know you're just playing around with me.
Car 1, just set the fastest lap. 15.586.
Whoa, this track got slick fast.
You've got wheel damage.
Really? Somebody just bumps into me and I got wheel damage already. If there's one thing I can count on, Clova, it's you talking shit.
Car outside, keep low. Clear high. Car outside is clear. That was your fastest lap of the session. Car stopped up high. Inside, clear inside. New fastest lap for you. Car inside, clear inside. Car.
Thanks,
12.
pal.
Just set the fastest lap. 15.572. You've got wheel damage.
15.572.
Car 1, just set the fastest lap. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.572. 15.5
That really
Slow
tightened
car
the
down
car
low.
up.
Practice is over. Head on in.
Let's back that up a couple of laps. Let's change our camera angle. Oh, come on. I was watching that. Didn't do a whole lot of damage, did it? Alright, let's go see if we can make something happen. Doubt it. Just because I suck. According to Clova, anyway, I suck.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
Garbage. 16
There's the
threes.
flag. It's over.
You're lucky if I'm anywhere even near the top 5. I'm gonna grid 9th. Holy shit. And true statement, he says. Oh, man. Oh, now I'm gonna grid 11th. Holy crap. I'm gonna be fucking deep in this field. Hopefully I can stay out of the riffraff or try not to get caught up in what riffraff happens. Then maybe I'll be able to work my way up through the field just by surviving the longest. Who's to say, and here's hoping. I'll prove your point all day. I'll flip this fucking race car if that's what it takes to make you happy, Clova. Me winning would make you happy, huh? I might have to step that down to a rookie class to win. I think the last time I won a race, it was a street stock in the rookie class at Lanier Speedway, and it was kind of just by luck. It's really hard to win races in this game, and if you do win races, man, you move right up the chain fast. Unless you rack up a ton of incident points, then you probably won't get too far up the ladder. I could probably win a 34 Coupe Legends race if if I really spent some time on it and raced those races a lot. I feel like there's a chance that I could win one of those. Um, that is, of course, assuming that I don't get bumped into right off the beginning of the race, and somebody tries to take me out right after the green flag flies. But those are all just excuses, right? Oh boy, it's time to grid. Let's wait for a couple people to get on. You don't want to be the first person to get onto the track because then everybody will be like expecting it from you. You want to wait a few minutes.
You'll be lining up on the inside. Closed. Pit road is closed. The estimated SOF is 949.
9:49. That's like
Tight field today. Look for opportunity.
it's like pretty much my iRating. So I mean, in theory, I should be about mid pack in this race. But we'll see how that turns out because it almost never turns out as planned. Gotta get a little bit of hell yeah in me first. Jesus, look at the time on this thing. Look at what time it is in game. It's like 1:45 on a Saturday.
Waiting on the final car to grid. You don't get any extra tyre sets for this race, so let's be smart out there.
Don't get any extra tire sets for this race. Why the hell would you need a spare set of tires for a 30-lap race? On dirt, no less. And this track's like a hair smaller than a half mile.
Catch up, hey, car.
I think they used to race around Syracuse, which is a mile, and on Cinder, which really eats tires. They used to race around Syracuse, 40, 50 laps without changing tires. Of course, you come pretty close to racing on the felt, but I mean, hey, at least you're still racing.
One lap to green.
And what's this guy doing? Pulling all the way into the pits, pushing out the cones. That's just stupid.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Sincerely hope they don't affect the race. Seems like one of two things always happens. The pace car goes off and then we all slow down, or the pace car goes off and then it just means it's time to start racing, whether or not the green flag is actually flown. Come on. so tough to get a feel for these cars because they're just so snappy.
The car in P8 just set the fastest lap, 15.893. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap, 15.877. New fastest lap for you. The car in P8 just set
Damn
the
it all.
fastest lap, 15.841.
Shit.
The leader is coming up on you. They're not our fight. The leader just did a 15.83.
Just wanted to move my hand on the steering wheel. Ah!
All the damage is repairable.
I'm sure it is, but it's going to take you 2 minutes to do it. Race will be half over by then. Well, looks like I'm not the only one that had to pit. Now, iRacing does sell these little things called quick pits or whatever. And so that means during a feature, when you hit the reset button, you can just immediately go back out onto the track. But it's like, I think it's like $5 a quick pit or something like that for official races. And it's just like, who wants to spend that kind of money? You know, it's bad enough that I had to pay $14 for this track and $25 for this car set, you know. Every time you turn around, it's like iRacing's looking for you to pull out your wallet.
Car outside. Still there. Outside. Clear. Car outside. Go low. Slow car down low. Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear. The leader is running. 15.869. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside if you want it. Low car up high. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 2.3 seconds. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Oh shit, there I go, not paying attention to what I'm doing again.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 3.9 seconds. Go low. The leader is running 15.974. New fast flat for you. seconds. Go high. Inside. Clear inside. The car inside. Clear inside. Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside if you want it. Got 10 laps to go.
Dude, get off my fucking bumper!
Police coming up with you. They're
Jesus!
not our fight.
Beating up my fucking rear bumper like he's beating his meat.
Two laps to go. Two to go.
Just as I was getting a rhythm, too.
White flag. White flag.
Here you go, not paying attention to what I'm doing again. Come on, get off the wall. Limp this thing across the line if I have to. I think I just lost my right front tire.
Slow car ahead. Go low. All right. There's the checkered flag.
God. Yeah, there went my right front. It's alright. Look at this shit, though. Okay, not this shit. This guy's coming out onto the track. Comes out low. Whatever, no big deal. Alright, tucks in behind me. Oh, look at this old school move. Pulls a slider. Sliders don't always work out. But then right here. Bam. Bam. Like, come on, dude. Give me a little space. Whatever. Get him on the next one. So they're racing these at the dirt track at Charlotte. Now that might not be a bad place to race. Might be a little big for these things, but I guess we'll see how it goes. And these cars here, these ones are weird because you want to put a little bit of pitch in them, but you don't want to pitch too much. It's like almost an unnoticeable amount of pitch in these cars, it seems like. If you can manage that, I think that's the ticket. I could be way off base here, but I guess we'll see. I got 90 total viewers on TikTok, and I don't have a single like, a single new follow, and nothing. TikTok is just not the place to be, apparently. I don't know if it's the algorithm is just putting me in front of all the wrong people or what's going on there, but I don't know. Just keep running my race. Can't do any more stagger than 1 inch, which I think is just silly. I don't know. Let's just drive it and see how we feel. Oh, that's right. You actually got to run the clutch and stuff on these things. Didn't know that there was 5 gears in this thing. Apparently there's only 5 gears. Figured there'd be 6.
New fast flat for you.
It's stand to have just a touch more gear, huh? We're chipping out before we can hit our maximum speed on this track. Let's just
New fast flat
let's
for
go
you.
ahead and try that. Let's try putting just a hair more gear into this thing. Or I guess a hair less gear depending on how you see it. Let's drop from a 410 down to a 390. Let's see if that's going to be where we need to be at. 410 seems like just too much. Yeah, this seems like just right. Now that might change when we get to the features, but for right now, with the track the way it is, that is the right amount of gear, I think.
New fast flat for you.
I don't know what threw the car that far out of whack, but I'm suspicious that it might be a bump. Might have been like a hole or a ditch or something in the track. I mean, you got to remember these cars are
Slow car download.
kind of on the small side, so it wouldn't surprise me if just little bumps and little crap, you know, throw these things off out of whack that much, you know.
Slow car download. Car stop download. Go high.
Ideally, you never want to have to correct the car. You want to be able to keep it down there at the bottom like that without having to counter steer the car at all. Especially if that means that you got to reset the car. And I don't mean like, you know, go back to your pit stall. I mean like try to set the pitch of the car again. Racing these things is like a lot like racing go-karts. If anybody's ever raced go-karts on dirt, it's all about being smooth, consistent, and putting as little wheel input in as possible. See, like that right there, something right there just wants to bring the car around. Whoa. Oh, I forgot these things actually have starters too, which is kind of nice. You race those micro sprints too many times, and you just assume that anything that sounds like a four cylinder just doesn't have a starter anymore. These ain't so bad though. I'm a little impressed that they managed to stuff a motor, that big of a motor in these things because I think they're like 1300 cc's or something like that. One car that I would like to see added to this, seeing how we're doing all these mini cars anyways, is the Tobias Slingshots. I think that would be a pretty interesting car to have on iRacing. As I recall, those are a 1000 or a 1200 cc motor, V twin motor. And for racing on the size tracks that they race on, they act a whole lot like a proper Northeast modified. And they're pretty impressive to watch, and I guess they're pretty impressive to drive. I've never driven one myself, but they look like they would be a lot of fun. You know what else really upsets these cars? Those big frickin' tires. What about my driving skills? My driving skills upsets the car too, you think so? Probably right. That one's probably accurate. Alright, what's going on? Why has the race not started yet? Is it just because there's only really 3 of us here? What is happening? When is this supposed to start? 9? Oh wait, wrong one. 8:45. I got 10 minutes before this thing even starts? Oh man. Join back up. Maybe there's another. Maybe it'll put me in a different practice session where there's actually a couple of people that I can spot and watch and see if they're doing something differently than I am. It used to be, I'm pretty sure it used to be that when you watched somebody else, you could also see their pedals, like their pedal pressures. I don't think you guys can see it on mine. I'll look and see. I'll check and see. But there's these 3 bars, and it's the gas and the brake and then the clutch, or I guess because it's backwards for you guys, the gas, the brake, and the clutch. Um, so you could actually watch that stuff, and then you can see. Let me see if I can show you in 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 here, maybe in options. So these bars, you would see these bars. You wouldn't be able to see the steering wheel to see how much steering input they're doing, but you can watch their tires and see how much their tires are moving around. But you could watch the bars and you could see like if they're wide open or if they're lifting just a little bit or if they're hitting the brakes. And you could even watch their clutch if you really wanted to, but it wouldn't really do you a whole lot of good. Um, yeah, you could watch their pedals, and I'll tell you what, as far as trying to figure out what the hell somebody's doing and trying to figure out how they're driving the track and maybe helping improve yourself, that was super helpful.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Ooh, did I? I'm also the only one here, so. Although I guess my fastest lap is an 18.4, which admittedly ain't bad. That's really good for me anyway. Yeah, so I do have those 3 little bars right down there in the bottom. So you used to be able to watch other people's 3 little bars when you were watching them do their laps. And then you could see how much they're hitting the gas or hitting the brake. I mean, I'm just running this track wide open. because it seems like I can, that might not necessarily be the fastest way around this track. It might be better for me to lift going into the corner just a little bit, 3/4 throttle or even 7/8 throttle sometimes, just to get the car set into the corner and then ride it out. Or with some of these cars being the way that they are, sometimes you actually lift coming out of the corner, and sometimes that's the fastest way around the racetrack, which is weird to some people who have been in racing for a while. But sometimes that's just what you got to do to get the car straightened out to come out of the corner. Whoa, what the shit? So, like, I'm washing out coming out of the corners. So if I just lift just a little bit, it'll keep me from washing out coming out of the corners. And it's less steering input. Go figure, right? But you notice it doesn't really change my RPMs? It's because now I'm just, like, not making the car work so hard, not bogging the car down as much, as opposed to just, putting it in the corner and making the car bog. Now, does that mean that that's the fastest way around the track? Maybe not. Maybe it is better to wash out just a little bit. Kind of like a modified would. Thing is, an on-throttle car is a volatile car. Car where you can roll through the center, where you can roll through the corner entirely without necessarily having to be on the throttle and still having good speed, is going to be a really stable car. The problem with that is it might not necessarily be the fastest car. Now, what I think I'm going to try and do, I think I'm going to try to adjust my setup just a little bit. What's going on, Wolf? Thanks for joining me. I'm going to try to adjust my setup just a little bit to try to make the car a little tighter. Generally, I like a loose car, but I just want it just a little tighter. I'm just trying to look over things just to see how I want to go about doing that. I would actually like to soften this up, but in the absence of being able to do that, I could make this one a little stiffer. Let's see. Make that just a touch stiffer. We'll make this one just a touch softer to get it to roll over and really lay down over there. We'll go to our tires and we'll take just a hair of stagger out of both the front and rear. See how that. Oh, we might not be able to see how that works out for us. Guess we're gonna have to find out, see if that little bit of setup change is gonna help us or hurt us. If we're on a track that's really loose, it might be really helpful. But if it's a tight track, which it looks like it might be,
You just hit the fastest lap.
I should hope so. I think I'm the only person out here. I don't know what it is right there in that center of that corner, but there's something funky going on there. And the minute you hit whatever that is, and it throws your car all out of whack. It's like there's a spot of grease right there.
You've got the fastest lap. Car 1 just set the fastest lap. 18.278.
18.278. That's going to be tough. Tough to beat.
Car outside. Outside is clear. Practice is over. Head on in.
I think I'm going to try to take even more stagger out of the car. You want just enough stagger to get in, but not so much that you can't get out of the corner. And that's kind of the rule of thumb that I've always kind of went by. We're going to see if that's the answer. You can actually do it just a little bit less fuel for qualifying. One more thing. One more thing I want to try to do. Let's see. More positive caster equals more oversteer while the steering wheel is turned into a corner. When counter steering, okay. More lean, more cornering force in the direction of the lean, more wear and heat, less braking capability. Versus this one, more cornering force in direction of the lean. F it. A little bit more on both of those. Chassis attitude, better. It doesn't really tell you a whole lot, does it? Front wheel offset. 625 for ovals. Oh, okay. So you really don't have any choices. This one also doesn't tell you a whole lot. Installed in the chassis basically to adjust the ride height. The collar offset changes in pairs. Same change for both front wheels. Well, I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, maybe bump up the caster just a little more. Pray that that's everything that we need. And
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
oh wow, there's really only going to be the three of us. Wow. And the guy who set the fastest time in practice, like, barely made it around the racetrack.
Line up on the inside. Pit road
Holy
is closed.
crap, I qualified first even? I don't know if I should be excited or worried. You had Twitch muted, Wolf? The RPM's kind of in some reasonable range. If you listen closely, it almost sounds like there's a turbo on these things.
One lap to green.
I don't know if this red car has any intention of joining me up here.
About to go green. Stay focused. Catch the pace car. The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag.
Man, I'm gonna have to race fucking 30 laps like this. Please don't wash up on me.
Inside. Clear inside. Inside. Still there, inside. Clear inside. Inside, clear. Outside. The next car's the leader. Clear up top. The leader is running 18.67. Car outside. Clear high. Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Outside is clear. Okay, you are the leader.
Man, this guy is
outside.
a contender.
Keep low. Clear outside. The next car's the leader.
A little disheartened to the fact that, you know, it's just the three of us out here. I don't even know where the third guy went, but this guy's the only person that's got any kind of, you know, competition. I don't know what happened to him. All of a sudden, he just fell right off. Maybe I just got that much faster. I sincerely doubt it, but I don't know, maybe.
You are the leader. Nice and smooth. Inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear inside. The next car's the leader. The leader is running 18.692.
That was a fun little glitch. Really not sure what the hell went on there. My like screen froze for a second. So for those of you watching at home, if it looked like my screen froze, it's because it did. That makes for you know, real fun racing when you can't even really see what you're doing. Bad enough that you might have mud on your face, or you know, have to clean off your face shield or whatever.
You're losing on the car in front.
You know,
the gap is 2.2.
bad enough in real life when you got mud on your face or dust or something that you got to work around, but man, in a video game where it's like you got all the speed and all the twitchiness of a real car, but none of the feel. And it's even worse if you can't see, because that's really all you got to go off of.
to go this time by. The leader just did a 19.883.
Think I'm gaining on him? Sure feels like I am, but every time I think I'm gaining on him, it seems like he slips just a little bit away from me too. So every time I got a counter steer, really bogs down the engine too.
To go. We're in a podium position.
I would hope so. There's only the three of us. Oh shit. Oh well, so much for catching up to the leader.
The leader just did a 18.449. You've got 2 laps to go. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 7 seconds. Last lap.
Alright, it's almost over. Thank God, too, because my arm is getting tired. There's a certain resistance to pain that you get from real racing with the adrenaline rush that you get from sitting in a real car and, you know, manhandling that monster of a vehicle that you just don't get with iRacing. And I'll tell you what, if you've got joint problems like an achy shoulder or like a
Nice run. Solid work.
an achy shoulder or a bad hip or something, it's like you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it the whole time that you're playing iRacing, unless the way you got everything set up is super duper comfortable for you. You're gonna feel it the whole time. So make sure your iRacing setup is comfortable to you. All right, let's see what we got going on now. Ooh, they got micro sprint non-wing at Lanier right now, which is crazy to me that that's a rookie class. Because man, you know those are difficult cars to drive, especially on a tiny track like Lanier. I would not expect that they would want to make that a rookie class. Let's turn that off. What am I ineligible for? Dirt oval race. Dirt oval. Dirt oval cars on a dirt oval track. guess just the stuff I'm eligible for. I don't know. Rookie in Class D, right? That's really all I want to see. Man, pretty limited choices here. Seems like they used to have a whole lot more options. But here's a point that's like worth making. Um, just by adding Class C races, if I turn off the eligible thing, just by adding Class C races, I've doubled the amount of races that I can get into. Whether it be late models or 360 sprints or even dirt midgets, um, which again, super hard cars to drive. And as if that's not good enough, the second you break into B class, I mean, it opens up two more for you. So now you get UMP modifieds and sprint cars, 410 sprint cars. So, so just a heads up for everybody. I mean, and then I mean, I don't know if there's any. Apparently, there's no such thing as A class dirt racing, or if there is, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, yeah, nothing that's considered A class. You'd have to be. I think I think there's nothing for A class dirt, which is honestly a little disheartening because it's like there's plenty of cars that I would argue are difficult enough to race that there should be an A class. But iRacing disagrees. I gotta take me a little break because I gotta use the restroom mostly, but it would be nice for me to maybe get something to snack on real quick and maybe something else to drink. So I'll be right back.
Hello.
Hello.
What's happening?
What's happening? The usual spot.
He's broadcasting. I think I gotta turn him down. Try again now.
Oh. The usual spot. That's all
Shokey
I'm gonna
Shokes
say,
in the
especially if he's
house.
broadcasting. You should know what the rest means.
Are you in the game? Is that what you're saying?
No. You're coming over tomorrow. I asked you to do something.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. The bull.
Yeah,
The blue bull.
I guess.
The infamous
I don't know.
blue
Whatever. The usual spot is all I was told to inform you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else they're taken care of.
The infamous spot.
Kind of works being that you're the infamous Shoke.
The infamous.
It's something, alright.
It's too heavy. Bitch, fuck you.
No, bitch, fuck you.
Bitch, I fuck you.
Hey, guys.
No, bitch, fuck you. What?
Talking about your eco?
Yeah.
No, well, yeah,
Fine.
but we're still in this bitch, fuck you.
No. I got me my Kodiak brand fucking pancake in a cup.
That shit's good.
It was really good.
I don't
like
know
it.
what that means.
It's good stuff. It's like a microwavable fucking breakfast pancake thing. Like you just open it up, add milk, stir it up, throw it in the microwave, and boom, you get like a pancake in a cup. It's good though.
Nice.
It's actually high protein too.
Heh.
Yeah, it's really high protein. I like that same brand of like the actual flapjacks. And then I gave wait, what's going on? Why am I getting all these notifications? And then I
It's because I started giving reps, so did
Oh.
Icer.
But you can make it with like milk and eggs, and like you'd end up like tripling the fucking protein in it when you do it. Like it's got like multiple ways to make it, and like if you make it with like the milk and the egg version, it ends up like way more protein in it. So good though.
I did make it. I am using like the actual flapjack mix.
Yeah,
I just
good
mi-
shit.
You can still mix it up in a cup and make flapjacks
They
in a mug.
they sell it like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can straight buy like individual servings.
I
I
mix
get
it up
them
with
and
milk
take them
and
to
butter.
work with me because you just add milk and microwave them.
I add milk and butter in microwave.
Yeah. But yeah, I fucks with that.
Yeah, me too. It's fucking delicious. My sister actually got me on it. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. My favorite flavor is blueberry.
I like just the regular old standard mix.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what are we talking about?
The pancake mix stuff that we're still on.
Oh. What?
You like the regular stuff because you're a regular old kind of guy.
Yeah.
Do I what? Yeah, it's the same thing with like coffee and everything else too. It's like I'm a
You drink your coffee black?
no, but I don't like flavored coffee.
What do you just put like milk and sugar in it? That's it.
That's it.
I put a splash of flavored creamer in mine.
I don't even like that.
I was about to say.
yeah.
If you drink your coffee black, only fucking psychopaths and sadists drink fucking coffee black.
Well,
I mean, I drink it mostly black. I mean, I'm talking a small splash of
I
creamer,
just take
just enough to take the edge off.
I don't even need the sugar. I just need a splash of cream. it's just literally because I have acid reflux issues, and if I drink coffee straight black, for some reason it fucking aggravates the fuck out of my acid reflux. I just need a little bit of milk and or a
That
little bit of
makes sense.
creamer, and it cuts it just enough to make it to where it doesn't destroy me. But
See, your body is trying to tell you to not be a psychopath.
can't help myself.
Huh?
So I can't help myself.
So everybody watching should go follow Shoke because he's a psychopath.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Don't follow this fucking loser. That's Shoke 7886. Do not go follow that fucking loser, Shoke 7886.
You're gonna see things that you didn't want to see over there.
For real. Like, you're gonna be scarred as Shoke 7886.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you think he's bad, man, don't go anywhere near that Clovakilla guy.
He's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, he's gonna let you in on things that you didn't think were real. And I'm telling you what, man, like you really
will walk away scarred. You will walk away scarred.
Exactly.
If you walk away at all.
Any conversation you have with him
is
if
really you walk away at all.
Yeah, if you come away from that the same person you were when you went in, like that's just because you have an iron mind. I'm telling you right now.
It's fucked up too. Right, Shell?
Some sort of higher power must have intervened.
Oh shit!
So you're likely as fucked as the rest of us.
Right.
Yo, Shoke. Speaking of which, anyways.
Speaking of being as fucked as the rest of us.
And I guess Clova, because Clova's the one that really wanted to set it up. You guys still want to do that weekly race night thing?
Yeah, I don't have the game though.
Yeah, that's
like I don't have a wheel. I don't have the game. Like
yeah, we gotta wait for Shoke to not
be a loser anymore.
Well, no, to have less bills, I guess.
Brother,
that's really what it comes down to.
Send me your wish list. I'll see what I can do.
Shit, he's got it in his card already. I'm pretty sure.
It's in there.
It's sitting in the card.
I sent you the link to the one I have in the cart. I sent you the link straight from my cart.
Like, I know you did. I know you did.
It's there. It's sitting there.
That's the one he's getting.
Mm-hmm. So apparently, Logitech has a G29 wheel that's like G29F or Farm, maybe, that does work with Farming Simulator.
One that I got in there, I can't remember what it's called right now. But it's advertised because it does both like the 460 degree and the 120 degree. So it's advertised to be specifically for like the trucking simulators and the racing. Like it's designed to do both.
Are you sure it's not 4,260 degrees?
I sent you the link. I'm not sure of anything, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
But it's like 400. I thought it was like 400.
I don't know.
But it's either way. It's just that portion. That thing is specifically for the trucking.
So the question is, if we do want to do the racing thing, do we want to make a channel on Shoke's Discord, or do we want to make one on mine? Because I do have a Discord that I set up.
Definitely not on yours.
Specifically for
you are way too big a loser to be in your Discord. Listen, I've been fucking with him all night, dude. I was in his stream talking shit to him earlier.
I'm gonna start going on your streams and saying racial slurs.
I mean, I'll just ban you. I'm not being racist. Mac attack! Wait, where's my button? What up, Mac?
Where's Mac?
He's in front of me at your store.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah, fucking around.
Not the Maxter.
Yeah.
The Machinator.
The Machinator. I'm good, brother. How are you?
do some fishing and stuff. I'm doing the breeding thing.
Well, that's good. Glad to hear you're doing better.
Slow car down low.
What do you have, a cold choke?
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
I don't know. You said you were doing better, so I figured you had a cold or something.
Oh no, not me. I think he's talking to Mac.
Trying to.
No, I just got a gaping hole in my jaw.
You got a gaping hole in your what?
A gaping hole in my jaw.
Yeah, I'm back into my Twitch. I
does
just
somebody
gotta get
chew
all of my
tobacco?
sound effects and shit figured
I
back
had-
out,
well,
but
I had it
I'm
pulled
back
out,
into
like, 3
Twitch.
days ago.
You had what?
I had it yanked 3 days ago.
Yeah, it kicked
Oh.
me out, and I
A
had
tooth?
to relog back in.
Yeah, I had a
And
bad
when it
tooth.
did that, it got rid of my connections that I had to all my sound alerts and my stream elements and all that, and I got to reconnect it all back up. So, just a process. Yeah, well, because like it signed me out of everything. Like every Twitch account I was logged into got signed out because my password got changed. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass, but we got her fixed. I was only off of it for like 4 days.
Or the hell long 4 days.
Can't go more than 4
I
days
haven't
without
been
watching
out here
Clova
yet.
on Twitch.
No, I couldn't even watch
You can't
Twitch.
chat. Like, you can't chat with other
Yeah.
people. Like, you can't
Got
watch
wheel
Twitch.
damage.
Oh, look at that fucking
Car
beam
stopped
play.
up high.
You're glitching hard?
What up?
Yeah. Choke been having issues. Choke been having issues with this game too. With like shit not showing up or lagging, crashing like crazy. And the world's pretty fucking wild. I'll tell you what, lots happened since I was
Car
in here.
stopped up high.
Building like crazy. Ain't still nobody can top the waterfall house that you got though, bro. Right. Nah, it's cool though. I like it. I'll tell you what, the water flowing off the house. Yeah, it's cool.
Car stopped up high.
So I worked your rice field yesterday. I needed the grain for the
Right.
the food.
Go high.
Yeah, I can make the food because it's part of the animal thing. It's the recipe's done at the trough, but I needed like veg.
I was thinking of the recipe.
No, but I'll need some of that soon. I'm not there yet. I've only just gotten sheep and cows. I'm not ready for the GMO shit yet.
Well, anything that you get from it, I'll tell you,
Clear
like
inside.
scraps or bones or whatever the hell
Yeah, well, check it out over here.
Inside. Clear inside.
This is what I got. This is what I'm gonna start making out. I'll be doing milk and butter, and then I'm gonna start. I'll have rabbit, sheep, cows, and then the genetically modified sheep and cows. But it requires a butcher to process them further than that.
Sounds like you might want to take a look at it.
Oh, that'd be useful.
Go high.
Yeah, I was told him that I was starting to like do some cooking stuff, but like so not cooking in the boats, but some baking and things.
Did you see what I did to my basement?
And like went to like cooking. I heard you.
You've got wheel damage.
Nice.
These troughs. That's it. That's the whole thing. There's not much more to it than that. Aside from storage stuff.
At this point, like, I don't know if you noticed, but like, Bearded hasn't been on in like 3 days. Black Shark hasn't been on in almost 2. I don't know if they just stopped playing, but I don't really have the time to necessarily do all the farming that needs to be done, so I'm officially not against working the heavy streams because I can't keep up with this shit. Nobody else is doing it. Tahan's doing it, but like, he's asking for people for the materials
Yeah.
I already have like 4 motherfucking professionals.
You've got wheel damage. New bus flat for you. Slow car down low. Car 5, just at the bus. 12.96. New bus flat for you.
It was hard to hear Mac
Got wheel
with,
damage.
you know, other people talking, so that's why I deafened so I could chat with Mac.
Hasn't been on in 3 days, 11 hours. Pops hasn't been on in over 2 days. Black Shark hasn't been on in a day and a half.
Car 4, just at the past the flat. 12.678.
Where are you guys?
I am in my basement.
Well, I hear Stino, so I figured he was close to you. That's why I said you guys.
Yeah, in my basement.
New bus flat for you.
Alright. Of your house or Dirty Deeds?
Slow car up
My
high.
house.
Slow car up high. Go low. Go low. Go low. Go low. Can't stop the head.
I know, they're so annoying. Like, they're annoying, but they're not, like, egregious to the point that, like, it warrants actually, like, banning them or anything. They're just annoying.
Who?
That new Red Heart or whatever.
Oh my goodness, I want to kick him in the throat. I don't know how to get in your basement, bro.
There's a hole by the buffalo.
Which means there's nobody from.
What's getting in your basement?
That's where that's where the party is.
Oh, okay. Bacon.
Did I hear that there was a party on 5th Ave?
What at?
Just talking about how the chef's the only one left is Darth.
And he's not very good.
Not really.
No, not really.
Black Shark hasn't been on in a day and a half, and the rest of his crew hasn't been on in like almost 3 days. Bearded hasn't been on in like 3 days.
I know they've been playing some Escape from Tarkov recently.
Unsatisfactory.
Green flag. Green flag.
We've all been playing that.
First time black.
No, Tim and the boys were
Bearded just
playing
got
that.
salty after he didn't want to blow up
They were still playing. They were still playing for a couple of days after that. They might have been salty, but fuck them.
Well, they fucked up and decided to say all of that dumb shit with me sitting there in fucking voice chat like I wasn't gonna go tell fucking joke.
Alright, let's check a flag.
I'll talk shit if I want to. I'm family. I'm allowed.
Oh, so I just building up my house.
Oh, people were
Start
trying
I
to.
can't build
People wanted to like sabotage the
Hey,
fun
guys,
in our
I'm gonna have
server.
I'm gonna have to
And
take
what,
off. And I'm gonna have to
server?
cut the stream short. Turns out my girlfriend's having car trouble, so.